Everyone, welcome back to another Total War Warhammer 2 multiplayer battle. This is going to be the Vampire Counts versus the Warriors of Chaos. For my army, it's a pretty simple army against the Warriors of Chaos. I expected them to bring a lot of armor, so I brought a core of Graveguard with great weapons, which can trade pretty favorably against the Chaos Warriors, and they are being backed up by a Mortis engine, which is kind of hard for the Warriors of Chaos to snipe unless they bring some like Marauder Horsemen to try and snipe them if you can't protect your Mortis engine. But I think in general, it's an okay pick to bring against the Chaos Warriors. And so it's going to back up my core. We also have 4 skeletal spearmen, 2 on each side over there, and then on this side. And then we are being led by one of the new vampire leaders here, the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, which is an anti-infantry unit. He comes with the lore of vampires, and he is a pretty good duelist with some of his abilities, like the Sword of Heroes. But again, he's not really like armor-piercing focused, but here he is. Just going to look at him right there. He is in the cool Blood Knight armor, and he is dual-wielding. An odd choice to have him versus anti-infantry, but I mean, hell, the vampires have so many leaders that you know, why not? You know, it's my thinking on there. But yeah, their focus is not necessarily armor piercing, just a bunch of basic weapon damage. But against the Warriors of Chaos, I don't know if he's really a great pick, but I just wanted to choose him because I want to play with some Blood Dragons as well, or Blood Knights, sorry, which if we got 2 of them, and he's leading them into battle, and that is going to be our army versus the Warriors of Chaos, who brought a Gore Beast Chariot, which I don't think is really a bad call, especially against what I brought. We have one group of aspiring champions. I believe there are 3 or 4 Chaos Warriors with great weapons down this line, and then we have 3 normal Chaos Warriors, I think? Yeah, there's a third one, with just the shields. Leading the pack here is a group of Dragon Ogres for the anti-armor armor piercers, and then they are being led by the Big Bird, which I believe brought most of the lower metal spells, along with their abilities and even the scrolls for Big Bird. In the back here, we have a Hell Cannon, and that is going to be their build. Now, unfortunately for them, the Hell Cannon is going to be blocked by this tree. So this map is maybe not the best for Hell Cannon, especially, you know, seeing how you deploy with basically you're in the forest, I'm in a forest, and the only clear group. Like, it would be better if the deployment zones were like here and here, but since they're cut down the middle this way, as you can see, it's going to be kind of hard for the Hell Cannon to get any shots. But still, it is a threat, and I want to try and take it out. So right now, I'm going to lead one of the Blood Knights with the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord down here to see if we can take that out. Right now, I don't really see most of what they have. I will be revealing them very soon. I know that they have a couple Chaos Warriors. Obviously, we know that they have a Gore Beast Chariot, which I'm currently chasing with my other group of Blood Dragons. Not going to catch them. They're going to do some good damage there as they go back towards their ranks. The enemy line is going to kind of spread out a little bit like this with Big Bird and the Dragon Ogres on this flank. And for right now, I'm just going to kind of let them be and just try and throw these Skeletal Spearmen into this group just to try and keep them busy, as my Mortis engine is going to support our Graveguard with great weapons in the center right here. So this is where my Mortis engine is going to be. Meanwhile, the Blood Dragons are trying to do a wide flank over here. You can see one of the Chaos Warriors trying to catch up to them, but they're not going to be fast enough, so we're going to be able to actually get into that Hell Cannon. Here we have the Spearmen again trying to just keep the Dragon Ogres busy. The other Spearman is coming in, and then I'm going to be wheeling the 2 Spearmen from this flank all the way over here because they're not really needed against the Chaos Heavy Armor main line. These Blood Dragons are just going to kind of sit there. They were chasing down the Gore Beast Chariot, and I think they may be in combat a little bit here and there. We will eventually be pulling them out. The Mortis engine is coming in, and again, they're going to support the center, which is a bunch of Graveguard with great weapons versus the Chaos Warriors with shields and great weapons as well. Meanwhile, over here, the Skeletal Spearmen, they're not meant to kill them, but they are slowly doing some damage to the Dragon Ogres and a little bit to Sartorial as well. But they're just meant to just kind of hold and keep them busy for as long as possible. Also, Sartorial is doing some cool attack animations there. To allow my Graveguard time to just do what they need to do, to allow the Mortis engine to do what it needs to do, and not have to worry about the anti-large Dragon Ogres. So it's just going to be in here doing some good damage there. Meanwhile, the Blood Dragons, led by the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, has managed to clear out the Hell Cannon. The Chaos Warriors did come in, but we summoned a group of zombies to try and slow them down, although it looks like they're not actually engaged. But still, I want to try and bog them down and finish off the Hell Cannon. Meanwhile, over here, we have another Graveguard against the Aspiring Champions. That's just going to be a slow slogfest. Again, the 2 Spearmen are still being wrapped over there. And now I'm getting ready to try and commit my forces to bringing down Big Bird and the Dragon Ogres. So I pulled back my Blood Knights over here. We're going to, I pulled them over here. We're going to be attacking from this way, and then the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, I believe, dropped a heal here. Is about to drop a heal there. And then is going to rush in as well. Just in time to get my Gehenna's Golden House going down on the Skeletal Spearmen. Doing a little bit, but unfortunately it goes the wrong way, as Vortex spells always do. They're always guaranteed to go the way that you don't want them to go. Meanwhile, the center is still doing pretty good, supported by the Mortis Engine and that heal. The Grave Guard with great weapons are going to be doing really good against the Chaos Warriors. My Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is a little late to the party, but we have slammed one of our groups. And they actually, you may not have missed it, but they did do a good maneuver here. They rushed the Chaos Warriors forward to take the charge and rush the Dragon Ogres out, which is a good idea. Unfortunately, I had a second group of Blood Dragons waiting to pounce on them, so they're actually going to get a charge off on the backs of these Dragon Ogres, which is a bad time for the Dragon Ogres. Here, I'm going to be popping all of the buffs for the Vampire Dragon Lord. I'm sorry, Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. Did I say that right? I think I did. It's a long title. So I thought he was going to have a straight shot to Sartorial, but he doesn't, so I kind of popped him a little early, but just to show you what he's like with all of his buff, with the Sword of Anti-Heroes, the Undeath Resurgent, and his Heart Piercer, which actually does lower his armor. You can see his stats are up to 681. Again, not really armor damage focused, but he does have the Sunder Armor feat on his melee attacks, so that kind of helps out a lot. His charge bonus is up to 86, his armor is at 120, so even though he doesn't have the armor piercing and anti-large, I still think he's going to do a lot of good damage, especially to these Dragon Ogres who only have 45 armor. Even without the bonus versus large, he has a very high melee attack, especially with all that stuff popped. It's, he looks like he could be a brute. Anyway, so I popped him a little early, because again, I did want him to fight against Sartorial mainly, but he kind of got caught up against these Chaos Warriors. But with him and the Blood Dragons, the Dragon Warriors, or Dragon Ogres, now gone because of the Blood Dragons, and now the Chaos Warriors are taking a beating with the charge of the Blood Dragons and the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord in there, and all of his army down here is starting to rout, so that is going to be a GG for the Warriors of Chaos. They weren't dead yet. The player did leave a little ahead. It wasn't over, but like their aspiring champions were dying. The Mortis Engine was basically at full health. Their Gorby's Chariot was gone. These Chaos Warriors were basically overrun, and all they really had left was Sartorial. So I mean, like, the writing was on the wall. So a good game. Didn't really get to see the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord in action as like a duelist. But as you can see there with his stats, I think he could do pretty well, and he is backed up, of course, by the spells because he is a vampire, so he can heal himself. But I am kind of curious to see. Actually, you know, I guess we can just do a quick test. Like, why not? But anyway, good game to Steelgrim there. I love Big Bird. He's like one of my favorite lords in this game. Continues to be so. But let's just see, because I didn't actually get to check during that fight. I'm kind of curious. I've not done this test before. So we're going to do Vampire Counts. Look at all these new lords. There's going to be more battles, I think, with the Strigoi Vampire Lord in the future. And then we'll try and get some others as well. So he was on a Bard of Nightmare with all of his stuff. There's the Heart Piercer. The Honor or Death is a constant buff. Oh, that didn't even pop yet. So for himself, he gains more leadership and damage reduction. A ward save of 11%. That's not bad. Of course, he has the Hunger because he is a vampire. And he has the Lore of Vampires as well. Some of these lords, though, like the Von Karstein, they actually have separate lores. So he has, like, Vampire and Beast. Lamia has, like, Shadows and Vampires, I believe. So it's really cool that at the least, because, like, look at all these lords. It's ridiculous how many lords the Vampire have. But at least they do different things. Because, like, this guy can summon the ghouls, and he has Death and Vampire Lord. But I actually think the Strigoi Ghoul King has that too, right? Yeah, so actually that's just kind of a copy of the Strigoi Ghoul King for the Strigoi Vampire Lord. Is he the same stats? No, he's better in melee, it looks like. So why would you ever... Oh, he is more expensive. I was like, why would you ever take the Strigoi Ghoul King? Anyway, we're here for the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. Sorry, I got distracted. So all of his abilities, and let's put him up against... who's a duelist? Who's someone you would fight a lot? I mean, we could try against the High Elves with Tyrion, but Tyrion's probably going to crush him. Like, let's be real. Tyrion got buffed with a bunch of armor piercing, and you're most likely going to see him on a mount, but I'm kind of curious. We'll give him his Heart of Avalorn, because you're probably going to take that. Let's just see real quick. Tyrion probably wins this, like, hands down. He's a beast for dueling. But, you know what, whatever. Let's just check it out. This guy's gonna get crushed. He's gonna get so crushed. We will pop our buffs though. Let's just see.
The black tongue.
I'm glad he has that voice line, the longest voice line in the game. You would probably heal yourself if you're fighting Tyrion, so we can pop one of those. I usually don't bring Curse of Years, so I'm not going to put that on here. I usually don't bring Van Heel's Dance Macabre. Yeah. But the Invocation of Heck, I think, is fair in this kind of duel. We'll just fast forward. Because that is something you would definitely do. You know, with the Hunger, he's actually not dying as fast as I thought he would, but he's also not really doing much. At all. And there you go, he's starting to crumble. Pop another Invocation on him, because that will probably happen. Now, in an actual battle, the 1v1 versus these two will probably not happen. Like, you probably have Blood Dragons, he may have Dragon Princes or some other shit in here. But look at that. Yeah, Tyrion is a beast. So even with the Invocation of Heck, he started on pretty strong, but, like... yeah, he's not going to be able to duel Tyrion. And he probably shouldn't be able to. I was just kind of curious to see those two fight. He is an anti-infantry character, so it's like... not many duelists are going to be infantry size. Like, you got Grimgor, you have Prince Sigvald from the Chaos Warriors, but who brings those two? They're completely useless. So that it kind of sucks. Like, on the one hand, it's cool that they have a Vampire Lord that is anti-infantry, I guess. But, I don't know. I guess you can just take that all away and put him on a Zombie Dragon, then he doesn't have a bonus for infantry anymore. But then he's just like another generic Vampire Lord. At least this way he has kind of something cool about him, which is a bonus. What is this bonus versus infantry anyway? 20? Okay. Alright, that's neat. But anyway, I just wanted to see that. Let's go watch a cinematic view of the battle. What up, Gorby's Chariot? Just no resistance. Those Graveguard did not even see it coming. The Blood Knights are angry. Yeah, this was an unfortunate map for that Hellcat. And we maybe chased a little too far. Listen, I really wanted that Orbeez Chariot. Ah, Big Bird is still so cool. Ah, so Force Engine is a really cool looking model. With all the Banshees and stuff flying around it. It's so cool. The Dragon Ogres are like, haha, see? You're not gonna catch us this time. Oh shit. That's how Dragon Ogres talk. Run away! And the Blood Dragon, there he is. Vampire Lord's in here somewhere. He really doesn't get to do much in this game, actually. I think he swings a couple times with Chaos Warriors. I really wanted to try and focus down on Sartorial. You can see I'm trying to get to him. I'm like, well, you know, screw it. Here we go. We're here now. And these poor Chaos Warriors just get buried. You do not want to be here. And that's going to do it. Big Bird being cool. Not sticking his thumb into his mouth like Solostra on defeat. Kind of close, though. Thumb is pretty close to the mouth. But anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Take care.